Good morning. In previous video, we see asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms. In this video, we study asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. In multicellular organisms are reproduces asexually by 5 methods. There are 5 methods are there: fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation, and the spore formation. Let's see first type, fragmentation. Mainly occurs in a multicellular organisms. In this type, parent body break up into fragments, and this fragment then grow as a new young or new cell. This type of reproduction is called the fragmentation. Mainly it is occur in Spirogyra, and sponges, and also occur in a sponges. When there is a plenty of water and nutrients are present, are available, this Spirogyra thread, this one is the Spirogyra thread, right? This Spirogyra thread, they break into pieces like that, and then each piece then grow as a new thread of a Spirogyra. Each fragment then starts to survive or live independently as a Spirogyra fiber. Cycon also breaks into fragments, but it breaks accidentally. If accidentally it breaks, then the piece of fragments of cycon then grow individual or the new cycon. Okay, in this way, by first method, the fragmentation, asexually the Spirogyra is reproduced. Then second type of the reproduction is regeneration. Regeneration means it is the ability to regenerate. Regularly, we see the wall lizard in our house. If you hold tail of the wall lizard, that lizard release its tail and go away. But afterwards, their tails retain as it is. This is called as a regeneration. Animal planaria. In planaria, this type of regeneration can be seen, but it is not called as a reproduction, because for that animal must be break up into pieces. In accidentally, when planaria breaks into pieces, suppose it's cut into two pieces, then this part of planaria form the remaining part of the body. Similarly, this lower part of a planaria form the upper part of the body. As a result, each piece regenerate the remaining part of the body and grow as a new young ones. That's why this is called as a regeneration. It is found almost in a planaria. Then third type is called as a budding. budding. Hydra, in Hydra, this type of the reproduction take place in a Hydra body. In a body of Hydra, see, sometime the excess growth of cells take place. This excess growth is grow continuously, so it form the bird like part. And when it grow completely, then this bird also bears the tentacles, and later on from parent body the bird is get separated and grow as a new hydra. As a result, one hydra bears the second hydra, reproduce second hydra. This method is called as a budding. Here dermal layer, when it form the bird, that time dermal layer and digestive cavity is continue with this bird, and then when it separated, it form the complete digestive cavity inside. Okay, budding hydra separates from parent hydra and starts to lead an independent life. When it grows again, this new hydra region forms the birds and develop as a new, forms a new species of a hydra. Then the fourth type is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagations means some in a plants root, stem and leaves are vegetative organs. They are vegetative organs of plant. In some plants, these vegetative organs have ability to reproduce new plants. In potato is a root of that plant. But if you see on potato bodies there are eyes. If you cut that piece potato into pieces and so, and separately sow in a soil, then from that part of the potato the new plant of potato is grown. Okay, so here root of the potato is used in this reproduction. Then in a bryophyllum plant phylum, if you see bryophyllum plant leaves has such a notch. Okay, and here the dark brown spots present at the each notch. When these leaves falling on the ground, then at the notch the roots are developed and also the leaves are developed. So there the new plants is developed. New plants is produced through from their leaves, so it is called as the vegetative propagations of leaves. Similarly, in a sugar cane, stem of sugar cane, if we cut it and each piece if we sow into soil, then at that piece the new stem of the sugar cane is developed. So the stem, leaf and the root, from them the new plants are developed. This method is called the vegetative propagation. And the fifth method is known as a spore formation. Almost it found in a mucor or rhizopus. Generally mucor grow only in a humid place. Fungus or the mucus, it has a thread and it forms the brown capsule. Inside the brown capsule, rounded, minute spores are present. When these spores falling on the watery surface or the moist places where food is available, there these spores then grow as a new thread of rhizopus or the mucor. Okay, so mucor or rhizopus or fungus grow on other place from their spores. That's why their reproduction is called as a spore formation. The spores are germinates when it fall on the warm place and the new fungal colony is developed on the food. Okay, in this way, in a asexual reproduction, multiple organisms can be reproduced by these 5 methods. Next period, we will see the sexual reproduction. Thank you.